Hi everyone, Bianca here for Media Makeup. How are you? Today I'm going to be showing you how to straighten your hair properly. Okay, so let's have a look at my facial structure first, because the sectioning with any type of hairstyle is the most important part. So we're going to be taking our sections from the bottom of the ear, the top of the ear, the middle of my temple, and this point on my scalp, leaving that last section. So all my sections are around the same size as my GHD straighteners. So grab a rubber band, take a section with your finger. Okay, did you see how I did that? I push my finger straight through and we tie this hair out of the way. Okay, get it out of the way. You don't need to be worrying about that. So today I'm going to be using a Hemp's Couture detangling spray, and there are a lot of hair straightening products on the market. You can also use some water with a bit of conditioner mixed in with it and put it in your spray bottle. All we're trying to do is spray the product onto the mid-lengths and ends of the hair, push it in so that your hair is a little bit protected from the heat and has some moisture in it. Okay, we don't really need to do about that area 10 centimeters from the scalp, because the natural oil from the scalp sebum will be coating that area. So it's our mid-lengths to ends, especially with long hair, that are particularly dry. And for you blondes out there or anyone coloring your hair, you'll know what I'm talking about. You need that extra moisture every time. So I'm going to be using my favorite postiche brush today. This is a postiche, and it costs around $5 from any hair care shop. It's what I use mostly in my hair and makeup kit for back combing and smoothing out and straightening. So our GHDs have been on for a couple of minutes now. All your hair straighteners, I would invest in a pair of GHDs, simply because GHD have a patent which allows the straightener to go up to a certain temperature, quite hot, and the other hair straighteners don't work as well because they don't go up to that heat. So if you're wondering what the difference is, that's really what it is. There are a lot of products online as well that are imitations, so buyer beware. So we put our postiche underneath the hair, we clamp down on the hair, and we slowly run it through. Now you have to actually heat up the hair shaft, okay, and that usually takes about 3 goes. So just putting it through once isn't going to cut it unless you've got super fine hair. Okay, so let's just pull that through. Make sure that it's all nice and straight, and you can put the GHDs right up against the scalp. Pulling it through, right through to the ends. Okay, so we can see how smoothing out the hair cuticle actually creates shine. When your hair is wavy, it is shiny, but it breaks up that shine. But when it's smooth and straight, the shine goes all the way down. So next section, finger, top of the ear. Okay, we don't need to worry about getting our other section that we've just done out of the way, because we can see where it's straight. Tie that away. Get our hair, our detangling or our conditioning or our straightening product. Spray it through both sides. Push the product into the hair. Okay. Get our hairbrush or our postiche. Give it a bit of a brush. It's nice and taut. I'm holding this quite taut. I'm not sort of keeping it loose. I'm pulling it. Clamp it down. And run it through. Okay, I just want to run it through 3 times to heat it up. Then I'm going to get close to the scalp and push it through. So we can see there how there's a little bit in the front that still needs some more attention. Pull that section out and give it that attention that it needs. Now, if you want root lift and you have fine hair, what you need to do every time you put the GHDs through, you actually need to pull it upwards, okay? So pull it up. Right, this side here I just did straight off the scalp. And so this side here will actually pull it out and pull it down. Taking our next section, undo the hair as gently as possible. And our next section is from the temple here. So use your eyebrow as a guide. Finger all the way through to the back. Make sure that you're taking those sections at the back as well. Tie the hair up. Grab your conditioning product. Spray it from the mid-lengths to the ends on either side. Push it through. Push the product into the hair cuticle. Give it a couple of brushes through. Right, nice and taut. Get the hair straighteners. You may need to break this section in two. There's quite a bit of hair here. And just pull it through. Make sure it's nice and heated up. And make sure those ends are completed. Because the ends are where you have the majority of your dryness. Okay, now that's done. Let's get it and pull it up. Okay, pulling it up and pulling it up. Here we go. Okay, we can see that we're getting a lot of shine. This could be a good point now to use some Hemp's Couture shine spray on the outside and on the inside. Brush it through, squeeze the products into your hair. They need to get into the hair cuticle. Okay, that looks awesome. And if you've got any of these little curly bits on the side, just get them and just get in nice and close. Okay, and second to last, pull it through. See how when I just pull my finger through, it totally just makes a nice clean line. Okay, you can just keep that here over the side this time. And let's spray some product on both sides. And brush it through, squeeze it, heat the hair up. Now these postiche brushes, they're awesome, they're cheap and they're easy to use. So I would definitely recommend going and getting one. If you don't have a postiche, any brush will do, but make sure it's nice and taut. Okay, there we go. Getting in this area here where those little curly bits are. Okay, and then our last section. Okay, which is where all my layers are. So just a little bit of product on the ends. I would root lift, pulling it in and upwards and out, so you can see how that creates a bit of root lift. Next section. Pulling it taut, heating up the hair cuticle and pulling it through. Okay, I'm just going to pull it through just before the ends because I'm not sure what I want to do with my ends yet. Okay, so you can see how that is pretty much nice and smooth. So I've kept this one dead straight, but with this one I think I might like to curl it backwards. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to heat the ends of the hair up a couple of times, and then I'm going to twist the ends backwards, holding, and then let it go. Okay, grab that section again, twist it and let it go. Okay, so if you want your hair to flick outwards, flick it outwards. If you want it to flick inwards, then you flick it inwards. Okay, and that's the look that you will get. A bit of shine spray on there. It's just added moisture. And there we have it. One head of straight hair. Easy as that. Give it a try. Catch you later.